Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Water Vibes Tarot. Scorpio, I'm going to do a quick reading for you for July to see the person that you come here to this reading for. I want to look into their thoughts, their feelings, and their possible actions that they will take in the month of July. This is only for the month of July. Okay, guys, and this is a channel I made yesterday just strictly for the water signs. I have my regular channel, My Intuition Tarot, but the algorithms are so slow. That has all the zodiac sign reading on it. I do all sorts of reading on that one. Actually, I just uploaded a video for you guys later today on that channel. I'll link it in the description box for you. But now let's just get into your person's thoughts, feelings, and possible actions for July. And I'll give you an advice card as well as 2 oracle messages. Okay? So let's get right into it, Scorps. Let's get right into it. Let me just fix this card 1 second, guys. So that's their thoughts. I know you can't see the cards. The camera is facing another way, but I'll show it to you. Their feelings, their possible actions, and I'm going to do an advice card. You know, I did a reading for you earlier, but then when I uploaded, I realized there was no sound on it whatsoever. So needless to say, I was perturbed because, you know, it's the first reading I did for you on this, so it could have very possibly be the message that you needed to hear. And I didn't want to recreate it just by using the cards, so I decided to just redo the reading in totality for you. So here we go, Scorps. Let's just get you one last card. Thanks for your patience, guys, because I know no one wants to wait. So look into their thoughts is the sun. So when they think of you, Scorpio, they see nothing but happiness. You're their sunshine. So whatever happens, even if your guys are together or whatever, you're their happiness. If you're not together, they're still thinking in their thoughts. Maybe they're thinking of the happier times that you guys had together. You make them happy. You shine brighter than everyone else. If they had 50 people while having you, you're the one that would be at the pyramid at the top, just shining bright over everyone else. So let me clarify that. Why is the sun in Scorpio's person thoughts at this time? Why is the sun in Scorpio person's time thoughts at this time? Yep. They're guarded, right? They're very guarded at this time with the 9 of Wands. They're very guarded, but even in their guarded state, they still see you as the sun. And this could even be with this 9 of Wands. This could even be them. You see the Ace of Wands, and it has that fire on top. Maybe they're still holding that torch for you. I see that as a torch. So even if things ended, right, they're still holding a torch for you because you're their sun. And the 9 of Wands could signal they wanting to fight, willing to put in all the effort to fight. They have one more fighting in them for the connection, and they feel like it's worth it because you're the sun to them. Let's see what's in their feeling area. The 6 of Cups. What is this? The 7 of Cups. So in their feeling area is the 7 of Cups. I think they might be confused right now. Maybe they're not knowing which way to go, you know, helter skelter. They could have options too, but I'm not getting that so much. I'm getting it more that they're confused. They don't know which way to go. Maybe they don't know how to get the sun back. Maybe, you know, you might be guarded, they might be guarded, and they're just confused on how to get this thing back to that gorgeous sun that it once was. Or this could be options too, but let me clarify it. Why is the 7 of Cups here in Scorpio's person's feelings? They could feel that you have options now too. But let's see. Why is the 7 of Cups here in Scorpio's person's feelings? Why is the 7 of Cups here in Scorpio's person's feelings? Yeah, the 8 of Cups. So they're confused now whether they should just completely walk away and go towards something else that might be more promising, right? Or it could be possible that they're confused on how to come back around to you after having walked away. But I feel like they want to come back around to you so you guys can walk towards the sun, right? But they may be confused on how to do that. Maybe this could be them having options that they walk away, they're feeling to walk away and pursue others. Let's clarify that one more time. Why is the 8 of Cups here? Why is the 8 of Cups here in Scorpius person's feelings? Yeah, the Strength card. I feel like they're confused of whether to totally walk away, and it's like they're holding back completely now, even though they see you as the sun and everything like that. In their feeling area, they're confused if they should just totally walk away, but they're persevering though. I think they're persevering whether to stand their ground and not come back at all, or they're persevering to just they're considering other options maybe with that Six of Cups, and they're walking towards something else. And the strength card here is because they have to put out a lot of strength to stay away from you, I feel. Let's see what in their possible actions. The Hangman. So you might not be hearing from them. Actually, the reading that I did before was kind of the same, kind of like this. The Hangman is here, so I feel their possible action is probably inaction. Maybe they're not going to take any action right now because I think they're still very much confused on whether to just completely walk away and pursue other options that they might have that they might have in their sights. So they could very well be entertaining other people and considering whether or not to just fully walk away. So the action they're take is no action. They're just gonna hang around a little bit here. Why is the Hangman here? For the possible action that Scorpio person will take in the month of July. Why is the Hangman here as to the possible action that Scorpio persons will take in the month of July? Yeah, the Nine of Wands. I think they're just going to stay away for a little bit because the Nine of Pentacles here is a single energy. Usually it's a person that's abundant, not needing anybody, but it's kind of a single energy. I think they're going to stay. I don't even think they're really entertaining anyone, to be honest, but I think they're just going to stay away and in a single energy. So the reading, you didn't miss anything with the one this morning because even though it wasn't the same cards, it was the same tone. So I feel like they're going to decide to just stay single for now while they gain, they hang around and trying to gain introspection here because the light is going on. Because remember, over here, they're quite confused on whether or not to just fully walk away, right? And they're using their strength to kind of keep away from you in order to figure out their options or their alternative, what they should do, whether they should just walk away or, walk towards the sun with you, or just walk away in totality and maybe entertain other options that might be around or something like that. Let's see what your advice have to say in this, Scorpio. The Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands as an advice is almost like it's saying that forward movement can be had in this connection is kind of what I'm feeling. Things can progress. You could probably even get communication, or you guys need to communicate. Maybe communication was caused the breakdown of this situation. Even if someone step out or something like that, there was no one communicated about it and talk it out or whatever. But there's the advice card is saying communication is necessary, maybe before a complete walking away or anything like that. Let me see why is the Eight of Wands here as an advice card? Why is the Eight of Wands here as an advice card? Scorpio, if you're liking this reading and you like it in any part and it resonating, please consider giving me a like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on again with your reading. And check out my other channel, okay? So it's the Eight of Wands with the Four of Swords. So as an advice, maybe it's telling you not to communicate, not be tempted to communicate because this person is not going to communicate either. So you should hold back not to communicate. Or it could be here to tell you that after a period of no communication, because the Four of Swords is a rest time, communication will start back up, right? Or instead of you guys keeping away from each other, you guys need to communicate. Let's see what your oracle messages have to say. What is this? Seek out information that will help you. Yeah, and I kind of feel that's what needs the communication is needed. You can't just sweep whatever happened between the pair of you under the rug. Even if you guys are gonna close out this connection, I kind of feel like a conversation is necessary, right? And your other communication card, oracle card says Yang. So here's the Yang. It's just waiting to the Yin to the Yang. So I have a feeling that this connection is not, how should I say it? It's not a total write off, It looks gloom and doom. There's no communication during this time period, but I feel like, and it doesn't have to be for the entire month of July either. It could be just as we are reading the cards now, right? Because I do see some form of communication here. but the yang is here just waiting for the yin to the yang. And maybe that could be obtained with communication. I'm not getting a total write off of this connection. What I'm getting is that communication that's neither here nor there, or at the very least, there's a connection that doesn't have the proper closure as of yet. So this connection might be in need or screaming for proper closure at the very least. But I don't think it's all, because you have the greater of the two here. The two, you have the yin and the yang is the more potent one, and you have that here. So which is telling me that the connection is stronger than it is weaker. Even if something went on in this connection, or if someone come in between this connection, if you guys were to put heads together and communicate and talk this out, it could overcome that, is kind of what I'm getting. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I will see you again real soon in another reading. Bye for now.